these up here, I see. Patching some things up, I see. That is important. I'll be even finishing tomorrow already. Good luck, man, good luck. Patching is mucho importante there. I got some more stuff to do here. Give data to Corpa. Oh, are you getting for apartment stuff? That was a neon. This one still didn't supply itself, I guess. Oh, I guess that's an activities, I think, wasn't it? 3. Activities. Yeah, this guy was here, and I think some of this was here, actually. Yeah. Fine. Now they continue working. I see. Nice, nice. Nice. Still seeking with apartment. Well, I mean, you got the perma work and everything, so that should be no problems now. There should be no problems now, I'd assume. Wait, there's somewhere. So.
Didn't think we had any new miners on account of the positions being full up.
Well, Trevor.
Okay, so that was you, huh? That's great. I was just saying how much better the new stuff is. Works like a dream. Thanks. Anyway.
Hey, Steven. Good morning.
When I'm not mining.
Hey, Huxer. Hello, guys. Hello.
I fill that computer brain of his with all sorts of nonsense and announcements. Of course, if you're here to chat, I'm always happy to talk shop. Especially if you're interested in talking about the heart of Mars.
The heart of Mars.
Yeah. Gnome's been down here forever. He's also been broken forever. Can't actually walk or do work, and we don't have it in the budget to fix him. No one's had the heart to junk him. But when I started, I gave him new purpose. I programmed him to tell us local news and announcements. I modeled his responses after my own sarcastic sense of humor. It proved to be popular, so I did what any aspiring comedian would do and gave him a bunch of stupid jokes to tell. People love it. Or at least that's what they say.
I'll see. The quest to gain recognition. The grind is real, yeah. You're getting there. You're getting there.
Very funny. Who sent you to ask? Was it Rivka? No, she seems to know what she's doing. I bet it was Hank, wasn't it? He always acts like he's top dog, but we all know he couldn't mine his way out of a wet paper bag.
Hank a little dead now.
Oh, you're a miner too. Funny. I didn't think there were any new contracts starting. Which means you must work for a rival company. And if you think I'm going to divulge trade secrets, you've got another thing coming. Look, I won't report you, because we've all been there. But I'm not going to help you either. I like this job. I don't have any intention of losing it over something like this. This is only my second contract, so I think I've been here for what, 4 years now. It's great. I love it here. I'm working on getting those red eyes that are all the rage these days, you know. You'll hear a lot of these other chumps complaining about Sidonia. They say it's boring or dangerous or whatever. Look, I come from an ice planet. These people have no idea what they're talking about. Sidonia is practically paradise compared to where I grew up.
The red eyes.
Why? I mean, who wouldn't want cool blood red eyes? It's kind of a badge of honor thing around here. People know you're hot stuff when you got red eyes. Also, it freaks people who don't know about them. Except for little kids. They always seem to think it's awesome. Either way, it makes for fun social gatherings.
See. The feature is a way to think. I mean, that's not the first time. It's not the first time. Did you skabazz already, Axer? Did they skabazz you already? With recognition. I guess it's better test, you know.
Oh, so you're interested in the heart of Mars, are you? Word is there's a cave out in the Martian wastes with a gleaming node of the purest titanium ore you've ever seen. It's worth quite a lot of credits, but some say the heart of Mars is cursed. Hundreds have gone in search of it, never to return. And every one of them met a grisly fate. Maybe, just maybe, you could be the first to succeed, though. You know, if you think you got what it takes. No judgment if you're too scared.
Trimmers, second-hand trimmers, them son. Yeah, that does sound kind of interesting. Especially since someone maybe wasn't really trimming the beard with that. You never know.
What? No. I mean, maybe the cursed part isn't real, but who am I to say? Look, I told you what I know. You can either choose to believe me or not. All I can say is that if you manage to find it and avoid the curse, you'll be a legend around here. Because in Roman mythology, Mars was the god of war. His heart is cold, but tough like titanium. One of the miners started calling it that long ago, and the name stuck. Seems fitting enough.
Sure.
I know cursed rocks and all. I don't know for sure if it's really cursed, but it's probably still dangerous out there, so be careful. I'll give you location of the cave. Good luck.
Hey, window. That sounds about right. Sounds about right.
Hey, see you around, I guess.
Only employees of Deimos Staryard's mining division are authorized to mine resources.
$10, but at what cost? True.
It is your civic duty to report any unauthorized mining to Sidonia Security.
Attachment to shave the back? Damn, son. What kind of attachment is that there? Yeah, you can get one if it doesn't have like the replaceable, you know, a shaver basically. But then you're probably gonna lose that $10 value anyway on buying the new one, you know. Trimmers aren't that expensive, yeah. Yeah, like Philips One Blade or whatever it was called a while ago. It's alright. It's actually good for me right now because it's pretty portable. It was pretty cheap. It's, you know, a wireless. And you can charge it. And you can really wash it. And you can just buy replacement, you know, shaver basically. If it's not as good anymore, so that's fine. Can't really clean shave you though, but okay for trimming. Oh, the box opened.
Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
See what I say. Yeah, I see what they say. Oh, so it's basically kind of like just the handle, pretty much. Just that makes the reach better. All right. Let's see how it is. Oh, that's good. Okay, one sec. Gonna go get some of these nuts. I go to the bathroom also. One sec. Be right back.
air filters lately? The city of Sidonia recommends checking your filtration units every 2 weeks for old, faulty, or improperly fitted filters. Martian dust is a leading cause of respiratory illness. Remember, keep it breezy so you don't get wheezy.
There we go. Philips One Blade have an app actually, that is maybe they're like tracking, you know, amount of uses or something to tell you when to replace the blade, I guess. Time to harvest your data, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of tricky to do it alone there. And the motorcycle gloves with the app, damn son. What did they do with the app though? Time to subscribe for some shaving, yeah, that's also on the future, man.
Can't believe we're still pulling up huge mineral deposits after all this time.
Who asked? Oh, there's frequently done shaving. Well, I mean, that makes sense, since you can rip them completely. The problem is, like, yeah, how do you apply them, though? On your own. It's like the urinal meme here. Just standing and chilling. Just decided to join and start talking.
It is illegal to transport plant or animal life to Mars without going through official UC channels.
See, what does this say?
Authority partners. Adherence to this law is imperative in order to avoid unwanted infestation.
We have the tech to instantly jump across the universe. You'd think someone would have invented a way to keep rocks out of boots.
True.
Subterranean particle detonation imminent.
The heater element's built in, I see. Wait, you actually on the bike during winter too? Damn, son.
Detonation occurs.
You must have some very nice and clean roads there.
3, 2, 1.
For the very warm winters, I guess.
Careful around the equipment. Don't want to lose an arm or something.
Yes, Steve, yeah. Apparently, apparently.
It is now safe to resume normal activity.
You drop them over your shoulder, I see, alright. Great roads in the Netherlands. As long as there's no ice, I guess. Like here, for example, I legit seen maybe one or two people on both bikes and bicycles. Okay, maybe like if we take total, maybe 3 times. Back home, only like in summer. I think around this time of the year, they already kind of close the season already. They like have the season opening in the spring. They have like some like bike clubs and everything. They have those you know, like parades and stuff. True, it was true. And then in autumn they close the season usually. Well, here's your cup there. It's still there. The season prayer, I see. Well, here I guess it's more because of dogs, especially bicycles. Dogs are probably gonna be very annoying. Same as there's no, like, you know, the kick bikes, you know, like electric bikes, all that stuff is like non-existent here. Like, dogs probably gonna destroy you. And actual motorcycles probably because everyone is driving like crazy. Gotta befriend the pack. Well, there's gonna be a lot of packs on the way. You know, the bicycle, that's not that easy. I actually saw more people selling bikes than actually people riding bikes, to be honest. There's way too many dogs around them. Fresh from across the border? Not just some people, you know, like secondhand bike selling. And yeah, I assume it's like mostly like, you know, people who just like came here and thought that they will get the bike and gonna be like, you know, using it as a transportation vehicle here. And nope. You better not. Well, maybe on like big roads, but also going on the big road in the bicycle here might be a very bad idea. I probably even wouldn't go on the road here on the regular car. Seeing how people drive here. Think so, Samper? I think that nowadays people do take it as a means of transportation a lot. I feel. Nowadays that's actually quite popular. I think I might have a little too much shit on me, sorta, and I don't have my boy. Motorbikes is annoying and loud. I'm not a huge fan myself, to be honest. Not that big of a fan. There you are. I don't mind it, but yeah, like after Bosco roads and stuff, I would rather not. Like my dad's friends, for example, are using bikes a lot. They maybe still have one of them actually in the store of like the equipment for motorbikes and stuff too. And yeah, they've been through some PPG accidents. Nothing super major, thankfully, but like never their fault really. And just kinda tricky to navigate that traffic. Yes, Inasian, I see. Oh, do you need to carry a bunch of stuff? A boat, bike, and a car, I see. Well, the motorcycle in, like, the huge city, like in Moscow, for example, motorcycle was kind of good because you are less, you know, affected by traffic. Because traffic is ridiculous. The traffic there is insane. Oh, maybe a whole bunch of this there, I see. That should kind of fix it. Alright, let's check what we can find there. CX, I see. Nowadays, people kind of rather use, I think, the electric kick bikes and stuff. But yeah, people started using them so much that now there's like legislation and everything coming through for that. We had like a lot of rentals for that shit. A lot of people owning that shit too. So it became a little bit of a problem. A little bit of a problem already. Bicycle was kind of nice to have. I would actually like get bicycle here because here you would be able to get like anywhere in the city basically with no problems. But yeah, with all the doggies, that might be not the best idea. Yes, yeah, so I see. Yeah, electric ones will also have plenty. They have an insane amount of rentals. Well, had at home, right? Apparently Yerevan, I think, has some too, the capital of Albania, but yeah, here I haven't seen a single one. Yeah, the scooter stuff. Time to scoop up some helium. Actually, scooter is still legal, I say. Yeah, they're kind of like coming up with some more restrictions on that. Because people are going full PPG with those. Back in my day, we had like the actual, you know, like the gasoline, like the little bikes. Everything below 50 square centimeters engine, I think, was allowed to drive with no license. So yeah, we just had like, you know, how old were we? Like, I don't know, 14, I guess, or something. And we were riding that shit. Well, at least those were kinda, you know, limited by the price of the device. So not everyone could have that. We basically had one dude with one. But boy, there was a lot of PPG stuff in those, that's for sure. The delivery guys with that stuff, yep. That's how they do. Possibly suspension and stuff. Yeah, you do have some of that at least, that's true. Harvested. I'm gonna depose it. No, delivery drivers back home were insane with that. They were like modifying those bikes. They usually were quite pricey models in the end then, the bunch of modifications. But yeah, they had some like giga batteries there installed that were pretty much like almost working like a whole day for them. Sometimes that shit would explode or something every once in a while when charging and everything. And then yeah, then they also drive those quite in quite the way. Yeah, we had some like cases of like some fires and everything. And because of that. Oh, in the mono wheels too. Yeah, I've seen some people on those too. That I never got, dude. Yeah, people were going crazy with those. The mono wheels are also quite something, indeed.
Got anything you need to offload? Trader
The giga batteries usually explode and charge. Exploding, burning, all that fun stuff.
Stay away from the six circle.
Would also be a nice way to transport around here, but yeah, again, dogs. Too many. I saw someone selling one here, also used one, and they're already selling it for a while, so I guess no one really gets that stuff.
Don't want to catch yourself with a loose grip.
Comfy.
So glad they're stocking the drink cooler with more options. And Rivka said it was a dumb request. Who's dumb now?
True.
What? Hold on. You're telling me you actually found the heart of Mars? It's supposed to be harmless prank we send newbies to go find. It's not supposed to actually exist. Yet, here it is. Or at least something resembling the legend. The only way this could happen is if... Damn it! If I gave you the wrong cave coordinates. Well, whatever you found, it's still impressive. You showed me up on this one. Feel free to keep it, since I'd say you earned it.
What about the curse? That glorious 100 XP for that too. The blue floating marker, yeah.
Oh, I'm beat. But
Ah, done.
hey,
Alright, fine.
see you around, I guess.
I'll back to sleep. Let's see. Some dang comfy spots here, guys. Very comfy. That's quite the quest indeed, eh? Get over here. Something interesting. Cosmetic supply box. It's really I like the place, yeah. Very good, eh? Super comfy. Well, you know, work is closed still. The tool grip weapon damage. Some VIP here. Same apartment. Let's see. That's first time here too. Some of them do have some schedules, seems like. What do you guys have to say?
Whoa, hold on there. Are you supposed to be down here? You could get hurt without proper safety training.
Did it?
Oh, Argos. Didn't know anyone actually survived their operations. Nah, I'm just messing with you. I know Argos. They're good people. Their safety record's actually pretty good. Stand to beef up their security, I hear. But that's neither here nor there. I'm Salmon. Not Sammy, not Sam, Salmon. I don't do nicknames. I've been
The
with
years,
Deimos
man.
for what
It
seems
all
like
goes, huh?
forever. So what I'm saying is, if you have questions, no one here knows these mines better than I do. Not much. Been mining this rock for longer than anyone. Going on 30 years now. And before you ask, I don't talk about my life before that.
Sure. Dark secret
Look,
past.
normally I wouldn't tell anyone. But I heard from Trevor how you helped us all out. The short answer is that I was a troubled kid. I stole. I accidentally got someone killed.
Not do it
I
all the
went to
time.
jail for a while, then came out all reformed. Most of the other miners have no idea, and I'd like to keep it that way. And it's fun to hear what kind of crazy theories they come up with. Like, did you know I was a spy sent by House Varun to steal secrets from Deimos? Ridiculous stuff like that. Yeah, I get it. I'm old. To answer your question, though, no. This is the life for me, and I'm gonna do it until I'm dead or can't do it anymore. Whichever comes first.
A full life in the mines. Feels good. Must really like that work then.
Have a good one.
Going full on mining. Some people do be liking the grind. I do like that grind. Let me see 1 second. Hey Utan, the hello. How we doing? Okay, 1 second. Write this number down. Gotta check. My brother sent me the package. Some of the stuff. Get the tablet and everything too. I'm gonna get the Steadicam actually from my phone. So I will be able to check if we can do some IRLing from here. The mobile internet is good enough. We'll see. Second. Ready to go in. How's the progress? Because that shit is like on paper right now. That looks way better than our post. Because post basically, well, post was kind of fast though, at least. But considering like one of the sauce bottles was a rip, that and that all the price was $50 basically. That was not very good. Apparently it's already on the way. In transit to the recipient city. Damn son, that was fast if that's true. Unless they're gonna start all the customs and stuff while in transit. That might happen actually. That might take some time. Transit might be fast, but the customs maybe. And you hear he got all that package and all that was like $12 instead of 50. We'll see, that might be nice. That might be nice. But the insane work experience he got now also. My brother working. When you like go into employment and they promise you like $500 and then in fact you work 12-hour shift, 2 days and then 2 days off for like $300. Beautiful.
There's something very satisfying about blasting about pieces of Mars.
That's what I say every time I wake up.
Oh, I'm the blasting supervisor. I help take care of tricky deposits and expanding sections of the mine using controlled detonations. It's much faster than normal mining, but also more dangerous.
See.
That's why it takes someone with my qualifications and supervision to do it right. Or else terrible things can happen. About a year ago, some rookie kid thought he could increase his yield, so he strung up a bunch of charges and almost brought down a whole cave. We tightened up safety protocols since then, and haven't had any accidents since. Well, at least none related to explosions. Not my team's explosions, that is.
So yeah, imagine like working on that schedule in the warehouse for $300. Beautiful. I can't find anything better, even though they constantly blabber about don't have enough workers now, need more workers. But I guess we need everyone with already 5 years of experience or 10. And we don't want to pay shit.
Not as much as they used to be, but Mars is still ripe with minerals for the taking. Did you know they used controlled particle detonations in the deep mines? Crazy, huh? It must have been awesome to set all that up. I just use regular old explosive charges in my detonations, but I take what I can get, huh? Sure is. Mars is rich with mineral deposits, even this close to the city. Although we're also clearing out the space here to make way for possible future city improvements. Not sure what's gonna go here when we're done, how long it's gonna take, or even if it'll ever happen, but it'd be nice to see the city grow.
Let's see.
See you around.
That's her again. Too real? Well, I mean, yeah, it is that way. That's for the person who finished university, by the way, too. You'll the man.
Hey
We'll
there.
find something at
New
least.
hire? I thought all our positions were full.
Not to mention that, you know, the success of him finding something also means I will be getting the rent properly for my apartment, you know. That would be nice.
Hey, that's great. Sorry we don't have anything open at the moment. Maybe there'll be something when I retire. If I retire. The end of my contract's coming up, but I'm still not sure about it. Anyway, I'm Andres. Nice to meet you. Something else I can help you with? About 15 years now. It's good work. Good money. Only problem is that it keeps me away from my family. They live well, but I hardly see them. Who knows? Maybe this is the year I let my contract renewal lapse and I finally retire. Just for mining, not work entirely. I think about it every time my contract comes up. See, I'm quite a few systems away from my family. I get to see them whenever I get the chance, but it's hard watching
Way to
my
find
kid
work is
grow
to
up
work,
without me.
basically, yeah.
It's not easy on his mom either. I'm conflicted because the job pays so well. And I want to earn enough so that my kid never has to do what I did to make ends meet.
That family more important than money. True.
You're not wrong. It's becoming more and more clear that's what's important to me. But at the same time, they understand. Either way, it's gonna be a tough call.
See, je ne sais.
So, what's up?
Gone up like 500 to 1,000 and they can find anyone for that spot?
Let's just say that I've made enough here to retire early if I wanted to, and do something else with my life. Still not sure that's what I want yet, though. Other operations? I'd probably have to put in another 10, 15 years to get to where I am today. Deimos seems to prioritize its employees, which is a nice change of pace from the industry. See ya.
See, je ne sais. Junior position need at least 30 years of experience. Yeah, do be like that, man. It do be like that. The program that is out for 3 years. Classic. Classic.
You can make a real good living working the mines here on Mars.
Okay, that's actually the one we needed to help.
Hey! Haven't seen you around here before. Did you just move in?
Oh, needed some help.
Oh, yeah? Word gets around, I guess. Well, if you got a way to get off world, then maybe you can help. I found out recently that my favorite book series, Dragonstar Force, had a very limited initial run. I really want to collect all the first editions, but it's hard for me to get them shipped all the way out here. I already tracked down Volume 1. Could you go buy it and bring it back here for me? I'll pay you back, of course. Plus, you know, extra for your trouble.
I mean, why not?
They're these old science fiction fantasy books about space and good versus evil and a mysterious magical relic called the Dragon Star. Now, there's this team of heroes who fight space wizards, dragons, demons, and whoever else seeks to take over the galaxy using the Dragon Star.
Sure.
You will? Wow, you're the first person to actually agree to do it. Thanks. Well, like I said, I'll make it worth it to you. You won't regret it.
Said no in lift. Get the book. Alright, sure. A pain for that experience. And then beware. Let's see. Depends on the industry though, actually. Like in some places that they do. Some companies do, like, you know, yanking people like still in the university and stuff and training from there. That does happen. But it's rare. Like, you need to be quite an outstanding student and everything probably for that. You have to switch careers as you please. I don't think it's gonna be that easy for, you know, for the same situation as we're talking about, you know, just like being freshly graduated or something. I feel like it probably will be the same sort of shit.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
I think so, at least.
Has made it. Tells everyone you met the Ron Hope.
I mean, Ron Hope's, well, friendly. And incredible. But everyone on the factory floor bumps into him on occasion. It's not that big of a deal.
My brother, the big shot at Hope Tech.
Let's get you settled in.
Still think it's gonna be not that simple there, Si they usually say.
As vital as spaceships are to these settled systems, everything would grind to a halt without the Trade Authority. If I am not mistaken, you are new here. I hope you find Hope Town as full of opportunity as the Trade Authority does. A marvelous place, truly laissez-faire. If you have any difficult cargo to unload, I'm happy to oblige. Security and I have come to a very equitable arrangement, beneficial to all parties. A little of this, a little of that. Anything we can do to facilitate trade.
Knowing that contraband.
It is true that the Trade Authority is just terrible at inspecting cargo manifests. We really plan on getting better about that one day. So, do you need anything? I've never been much for offices or a storefront. But here, people from all over the system come here. A true crossroads. Shall we?
You selling the book? You do. Actually pretty cheap even, surprisingly. Digipix, I'll take it. Not even a 15k, yeah. Gotta join them, yeah. You can't fight them, you know the drill. Are you in them? I didn't think it's that bad. Didn't think it's that bad. Probably eat breakfast. Yeah, sounds like about time, dude. Sounds like about time. Maybe you should. I didn't think it's that bad. With recruitment and everything. The attitude I say. It's always interesting with like, you know, like the community manager stuff and everything. You just see like, you know, those openings. They have like some crazy shit there. Then you see like the actual community managers and it's like, oh, alright. So what do you need to lie? Or who you end up even hiring there?
Just because the governor's office is right
Considering amount of like, you know, like the content creators that are already, you know, just gave up. There should be no problems to find one for your job there. It's there also. It's on Twitter, I think I was like checking something and it got me like some of the peeps that I think it was like one, and then I recommended another one that we've been to like DreamHack together, TwitchCon 2019. I'm like checking and everyone is already retired basically. One even trying to like return, like left job and everything, went full-time for a few months and nope, got back there. So I think it do be quite easy to find some community manager material or something among our lot. They're like more of those stories that, you know, like people should hear, because everyone just hears about how all those big streamers and content creators making it, doing it. And then you go to some school and everyone, you know, like, who do you want to be when you graduate, when you grow up? I want to be a content creator. I want to be an influencer.
When I get older, I'm gonna work in the mines, like my dad
I'll
did.
see.
So I can save up and buy my mom a house somewhere nice.
I respect that. Doesn't want to become a TikToker or something. Game knows. Game knows. The PhD in community management. Some companies actually do that, yeah. Like they require you to have like some sort of experience with like, you know, managing some corporate media and stuff. Or sometimes they do actually require you to have some sort of education. Don't remember exactly, but like some sort of like, you know, like something with like basically like literature or something, like or like the public relations or something. Like, dude, you joking? Like the most probably one of the most like successful, in my opinion, like the community like managers, you know, social media manager dudes I ever like seen. Probably it's like the one that does like OTK social media, and it's just like basically kind of like sort of random dude pretty much they got. He just like knows how to like vibe with, you know, the audience properly and how to make memes. That's it. It was really good. Yeah, time to level some persuasion. Actually, 1 second. Maybe I do have the book. 1 second. I decided not to go back to sleep even. That's some like the reset loop, I guess, for his sleep. Alright. Not just going back into bed. Let's see how it is. I need level up because I think I got... Yeah, we can upgrade this one so I can already like start the speech challenges for higher level. There shouldn't be too much. Yeah, shouldn't be that much. Didn't we have something here? Where was this one? Maybe not here, actually. Yeah, that wasn't exactly here. The boy's already old enough to work in the mines. Could be, could be. No PhD in Twitch, yeah. Could be, yeah, could do that. Actually I could go there because I still need to see, where was it? If we're gonna send that nickel there, then actually gonna give some XP too. Because it never got sent, so I assume it like never gets sent until I'm there. Or maybe you have helium actually now. Should be the thing too. I'll take that over the guy who has been coding since 14. Now, is it that bad with this in Europe? Yeah, back home, no one really cares about, like, you know, all the degrees, you know. Well, depends, but like in IT, I think people mostly don't really care. Like, you can actually, like my friend, for example, who is like the system analyst and earns like around like 4K a month probably. He basically has the college education, and he also like lost his diploma while drunk, so he never really actually like even showed it to anyone and never really even needed it. Yeah, no one ever asked him like, you have a PhD, finish some university, brother. Yeah, like by college here we usually mean, you know, kind of like scuffed stuff. Ah, that's why we want more helium somewhere. Don't think I have it, actually. Or maybe I do. Let me see. The college here is kind of like more like the professional school, I guess. Let's put it that way. Helium outpost in the moon. Maybe we will. I'm not really unlucky. See next gen, I say. I will find some helium. This will do. Leveling up is still intended, yeah, exactly. 10 speech challenges, alright, let's go start working towards that one. The literature PhD. Some of the things work that they get like some sort of like special quotas or something, if they have like some amount of PhDs working there. Like it does work in some like research institutions usually. Like they need some particular amount of like, you know, professors, you know, doctors, masters, all that stuff. Just to keep their like rank basically.
Where are we going? What are we doing?
But like in a commercial company, they usually don't really care. They still want the experience though. They don't might not care about your PhDs and stuff, but experience and shit, they will really need them. And that's usually the problem. That's for example, like the case of my brother, right? He got university finished and stuff. No PhD or anything, but still, right? Got the diploma and shit, but, well, works in the warehouse. Even with that diploma. Same was for me back in the day, too. I graduated college and everything. I was looking for stuff for a year. Couldn't find shit. And I already started looking for stuff that is, like, not even, you know, not even in my department there. I was ready to go to the manufactory to work and stuff. Yeah, manufacturing wasn't very nice, though. The salary was complete garbo. The terms were complete garbo. And yeah, ended up just becoming self-employed, eh? Took a YOLO, the YOLO way out. Still kinda works ever since, one way or another. It do be fucking stressful though, I tell you that. I would probably take wage life any time of the day, to be honest. If we talk out of, you know, the stress levels and everything. But it's fun though, so it is what it is. It's fun and it's the Nobel life friendly, so I'm gonna be trying to make that work while it still works.
Used to think I was Vanguard material.
Yeah, that's actually quite interesting. How many peeps already they gave up?
Cargo hold, and inside was a secret compartment full of everything.
Quite brutal in this line. And a bunch of people actually end up working on those like community manager positions and stuff. The funny part is like as soon as you can get in, you usually see them like, you know, like getting up that ladder like super fast. When they actually get in. It's like the guy who got me in the Nexus and everything. That one is now also Extremer. That one is now manager for, I think, Loaded GG or whatever. The content creator agency. That was like all of that less than like 5 years. I think Cherise actually even like already got promoted in Delegato. I think I saw she tweeted before. And she'd been working there for 2, maybe 3 years. So one of the cases when he stopped that streaming. Oh, it's the governor's room here. Damn son. The room he never goes into, I guess. I haven't seen him moving. Fuck's that? Ah, this one. Let's see. Just casually, yeah. In this case, I would say it actually is nice to have some network to help you get in those. Because you usually, ironically, in many of those positions, you actually don't need all those PhDs. Surprise. And to be honest, barely need much. You just need to get in, get, you know, the gist of things, how things go usually. Get the idea. And you're good. Like, you literally can put anyone there, and it will be fine. Not to diminish anyone working there, but, you know, they do be like that most of the time. Yes, these two were right. Wood everywhere. I think actually that was maybe bad. It might be. Unless we make this one work actually, right? We do. CCUSC. This one takes tender gratitude for seeing that our mutual interests are kept in mind with that shipping fiasco last week. But for your persistence in hounding SysDev to locate the missing shipment, I fear it would have major financial repercussions for our business associate. Put our partnership in peril. Thank you again for making it clear that you value the trade authorities' presence here on Mars. As you know, we had some costly repairs to the house recently and I'm dipping down into my last 200,000 credits to pay the contractors. I'm wondering if you could transfer some more credits into my Gal bank account sometime soon. You know, just in case. Thanks, Dad. I appreciate it. How's Mom? Is she back from her retreat yet? Give her my love, David. What a guy. News, honey. Retreat has been extended for another month, so they've asked me to continue my seminar. I know it's not easy being away from you so long, but I've been enjoying my time here and the money's good. Fairly certain that I'll accept their offer. Just another month. Then I'll be home and we can hopefully get the rest of the family together for a visit. Maybe we can do some sort of off-world reunion. It's always hard to plan a big get-together in Sidonia, but maybe we can see about renting a space in New Atlantis. We miss you lots. I'll be home before you know it. And then he was cheating. I believe you last time. Well, I'm done. You know first what happened to Neon, and all this talk about cutting me off after what I've done for you. A bastard, you know that? Think you can just walk away from me like you have no use for me anymore? Got news for you. No more than you wish I knew. I also still have the spare key to your ship, and by the time you get this, it'll be too late to do anything about it. Have a nice life, Glenn. That was that ship, I guess. See you next week in the Neon. Now a place we can meet up. That sounds great. Count me in. Been in forever, so I'm very much looking forward to this. Just let me know when and where, and I'll be there. But he sits in his office all day, every day, 24 hours, so... Gardner Hurst, I looked into what it would take to expand your condo. Realistically, I got to say that even if you can afford it, it's not a good idea structurally. As you know, we need to make do with the space we have in Sidonia, and adding on to deluxe condominiums just isn't feasible at this time, without risking the integrity of the building and the structures around it. Best bet will be to buy an adjoining unit and knock out a floor or a wall to assimilate it into what you've got. But even then, that would hurt the Sidonia housing market. Urge you to wait until the Crater project is finished. Once the miners clear up enough space, maybe we can think about expanding the city into it. Pushing the mines further out to make room for more residential buildings. Sorry for the bad news. Not my mention. Contractor about expansion estimate. Message to bot pick up prescription, change food delivery time, transfer funds to David, cancel hotel at Neon. Well, that was over there. Fellow Sidonians, it's with great pleasure that I announce our quarterly GDP is higher than expected, bringing with it one of the strongest economies in Mars history. Thanks to our friends at Davis and our other local businesses, large and small alike, who helped make it all possible. That in mind, the names governing Mars, visions of Sidonia are read all over. Here's the new future for the old colony. About my early life, what brought me to Mars, studying law, early political career, challenges we faced together and how I solved them, looking to the future, building a better Mars together. What a guy. Manages to find time for all that. Well, he's just sitting in his room there. Oh yes, that happens a lot. That happens a lot. It's quite annoying sometimes, and they want to find the source just to realize that it was some dumb shit that they decided to repost. With absolutely zero confirmation, you know. This first floor seems useless here. The robot snitched on me. Get out. It's clean here already. Robot's not snitching. Feels good, man.
I wish my mom weren't so sad all the time.
Learning to name and cite sources, yeah. Well, they don't want that. They don't want you to leave to other sources and other websites. They want you to stay there and return there again.
Did you find the book Dragon Star Force Volume 1, The Heroes of the Dragon Star?
Oh, we did,
I don't know.
See, let's see. That's 4 here.
You
Unlucky.
may need to get a second opinion on that.
Asking for all that much.
I guess not.
I'll need to go for 3 though.
I already made you a fair offer.
Unlucky.
No, you'll get what we agreed upon. Besides, I need to save money for my next book. Hey, I don't need my old non-first edition copy of the book anymore, so you can have it, I guess.
No, no bit of war today, you know. Maybe next week. Or even do like some other tests. They said there will be more. So we'll see how things will go.
Did you know they filmed one of my favorite movies right in the middle of the plaza down below? Just one scene, but yeah, cool, right?
Doing living here.
What's that supposed to mean? But just because I look like I couldn't bench press a stick of raw spaghetti, I don't fit in here? Nah, just kidding. I got some issues that prevent me from working, and modern medicine could only help so much. I was offered an experimental treatment, and unfortunately, instead of getting cool superpowers, I got more medical conditions. But it's okay. They offered me this condo and set me up with enough money to get by without working. I live pretty well, all things considered.
Son. See, Steve, let's see. Nice open, nice. Sounds good.
I try not to let it get me down. Right now, I'm just focused on living the best life possible. I may have been dealt a shit hand of cards, but I decided to say, screw that! I'm gonna play however I want instead. Though some things would be easier if I wasn't bound to my home. Well, I don't have the kind of money to pick up and leave. And otherwise, I kind of like it in Sidonia. My friends live here. Yeah, I get some credits every month, but I'm no millionaire. Besides, I share my money. I blow it all on games, movies, comics, books, and other stuff for me and my friends. I feel like it's better to spend it now. Create good memories for us. Bored? Are you kidding me? I got more entertainment at my fingertips than I'll ever finish. Even if it takes forever to get to Sidonia. I don't think I'll ever be bored. And I'm certainly not going to waste my life working if I don't have to.
Damn, son.
Yeah, thanks. You too. Nice to have visitors. Return of the Interceptor. It was cool, but I think the series is starting to get old. We'll see how number 8 is. Ooh, yeah. I'm probably not the best person to ask about this. I mostly stay inside. Watch movies, read books, and hang out with my friends. But there's a couple of bars around here. One's for the mine workers and one for everyone. Some people like hiking around Mars. It's a cool planet for that, I hear. People just kind of make their own fun here. New Atlantis, this ain't.
Let's see. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I will do the test next week or something. Maybe.
Have you seen the new Norvici movie? I mean, I didn't like it as much as his last film, but it was alright. The Radical Adventures of Jim and James. Yeah, it's super old, but it still made me crack up.
Radical.
I saw a cool horror movie called That. Just that. Scared the crap out of me.
And
Hey,
just
have you
that.
ever seen Das Raumschiff? Everyone says it's amazing, but I don't know. It seemed kind of boring to me. It just goes on and on and on. Nothing new. Oh, wait. I saw a movie about this weird bug that looked like a stick and it danced.
See.
I'm not sure what they were going for. But it was fun. I accidentally started watching the sports movie because it was on and I was too lazy to change the channel. It's about this underdog team full of losers. It goes on to win the championship. You know the one I'm talking about? Anyway, it wasn't bad. Oh, there was this live-action movie adaptation of an old animated show. Oh, it was so bad. My friends and I almost died laughing.
Happens all the time.
We had to stop like 3 times just to catch our breath. I recently binged a bunch of older flicks from before people left the system. A lot of them still hold up. Oh, yeah. I recently saw 2 Dates for Darla 4. It was hilarious. Even better than the first. Oh, I saw a movie about this magic-using gnome who goes on this grand fantasy adventure and gets into all sorts of trouble. Wish I could remember the name. I accidentally started watching the sports movie.
They're beating
because it was
now.
on and I was too lazy to change the channel. It's about this underdog.
Oh, they're repeating.
Have you seen the new Norvici?
Yeah, alright. Okay, need more books.
Track down another volume of Dragon Star Force. I'd definitely appreciate it if you could help me out again.
Sure.
Oh, this means a lot to me. You won't regret helping me out.
Sober Sidonia is a safe Sidonia.
Let's see, Steve. Interesting. The mod box there. Someone gonna be getting it and already is bad box. I could use a copy maybe. Cause I kinda think I have all of it. All the rest of the stuff. So just for mod box might be not really worth it then. We will get to play that one. Kinda wanted to at some point at least. Don't have that. I thought I kinda like landed somewhere there. Oh shit, Joe. Welcome back to the dungeon. Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you, sir. How's it going? Did I land somewhere on Peru? Yeah, I did. No. Swear I did somewhere. So I don't need to fly all the way there again. The Red Mile? Probably was, yeah. Okay. Nice, Joe, nice. Doing good, man, doing good. Chillin'. Starfieldin'. All the good stuff. All that good stuff.
I love you guys.
Holy shit. That's the wild Mike. Holy fuck. Welcome back to the dungeon. Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. That's the name I haven't seen in a while. Insane. Insane. The one and only. He's already still alive. That's good, that's good.
I apologize for coming over this emergency channel, but we are in need of assistance concerning the large ship in orbit, and we value discretion in this matter. If you are willing and able, please see me as soon as possible at the main security office in Paradiso.
Fine. Still alive, that's good, man. Did invent some dang shit already. In all this time. You already done with all the scientific shit there. It's been like already a couple of years probably. Still actually alive. That's good to hear. That is good to hear. Submitting a patent right now. Nice, nice. That's good, man. That's good. Is the suffering over?
I am detecting
3-4 papers in progress, then, son.
Suggest proceeding cautiously.
The Giga Science continues then. Did you escape Germany already? PhD's unfortunately still going on, bro. How long does that shit take? That's been like already like you went in Corona time with that shit already. Even before that. It's been like what, 4 years already?
Your repeat patronage is much appreciated. Is there any assistance I may offer you today?
Actually, a question. Usually when I come here, the shuttle takes a certain route, showing me the beauty of this world. But this time, our entries seem to take longer, and we pass by a lot more open water. Was there something wrong with our normal flight path? I heard the rumors of a ship in orbit.
Please allow me to apologize for this inconvenience. This alternate entry was required due to a meteor shower affecting the usual descent route. Nothing to worry about. To make up for this, allow me to credit your account with a 15% discount on spa amenities. Once again, we are dreadfully sorry.
It's okay, Viator. I know you're programmed to be overly concerned with your service. I just wanted to know why. But thank you for crediting my account anyway.
Discount? I'll take one. February 2020, I see. Take 4-5. Alright. Oh, okay, then it's like just a little longer, I guess, than normally. Not too bad. I thought it was like way longer than that already. Holy shit. It haven't been that long then. That's not bad. Oh, holy shit. The flood. Oof. Still don't have working labs. That takes a while. That takes a while. Insane.
Can't wait for my shift to be over so I can relax like a guest.
The enhance here too, I see.
Welcome to Paradiso.
Every day's nice around here. But I think you quarters are one of the nicest.
Everybody's chilling. Then it should be still kind of over soon. Holy shit, the floor in the foundation. Holy, alright.
Oh, hey, customer.
Very thrilled and excited.
Paradiso gift shop and convenience. Feel free to look around, but don't break anything or you've got to buy it. And before you ask, there aren't any discounts, so don't even try to.
The naked guy there, right?
Why would I? I have to sell overpriced crap to rude, obnoxious tourists all day. My uncle works for the Paradiso board. When he said he could get me a job here, I expected an executive level job, not this.
That's a nice uncle.
It's not all bad. I don't have to worry about getting fired, and I live in Paradiso for free. Now, can I get you something, or are you going to keep asking questions about my life? No. Ugh. You people always think that just because we're some French planet and not part of the free stars or whatever, that we're happy to haggle for everything. I wouldn't even care, honestly. But they take it out of my pay if any money's missing, so no discount.
Unlucky. Yeah, so it was like the whole weekend going. Oof, yeah, that's brutal, man. That is indeed brutal.
Do stuff, aren't you?
I would him too. Sure. That's some helium by any chance. Nice souvenirs you have here. My favorite souvenir. I'll take it.
Have fun out there.
Buy adhesive. Could do that, could do that. Yeah, that was this one too. Yeah, that's good. At least you indeed alive and all good. Nice, nice. Oh, damn, I see. Cool overall his work. Now that's Mike. That I recognize.
Neat. We've got stuff.
Time to get yourself overworked.
That is what we do here. Selting.
As usual. Make sure I got paid extra for it there, son.
Okay.
Getting older there already.
Thanks for
See how it is. Getting older.
Paradiso security is only here for your safety. Pretend we're not even
It's responsibility, extra pay. Huh? Well, Mike was that was possible doing PhD. Well, that was old Mike. Or young Mike, I guess. That was working for free way too much. This one is already seasoned. He evolved.
Hope you're staying safe out there.
Welcome to Paradiso. Jiro Sugiyama at your service. Do you have a security concern, or is there something else I can help you with?
A distress call them.
Neither. We're our own private force. The Paradiso group pays top dollar for top-notch security. And I dare say we're some of the best in the business. We have to be out here on the fringes of the settled systems.
He Germanified, let's see.
Honestly, it's it's not as exciting as you might think most of the time. More often than not, we're just handling drunk and disorderly conduct. Heck, even pirates leave us alone for the most part. I think it's because some of them actually vacation here. As long as they're not bothering anyone, we've been told not to worry about them.
Dude, like, I see, I see. Fully settled there already. No going back for you, I see.
Ah, yes, of course. I'm glad you came. As you can imagine, we're in a bit of a predicament. Under normal circumstances, we would not enlist outside help in this manner. But this is a matter we can't afford to worry our guests about. As such, we need to handle this discreetly. Failure on your part to do so could have severe consequences. So, before we proceed, can you swear not to discuss this with anyone else unless explicitly directed to do so?
Sure.
Great. I appreciate it. Not too long ago, a strange and enormous ship appeared in Parima space. It is now locked in orbit around our planet. So far, it doesn't seem to be hostile, but any attempts to communicate with it have been in vain, so we're unsure of the ship's intentions.
Aliens.
Can't say for sure. Looks worn, but not cobbled together like a Crimson Fleet junker. Others have been saying it's some new Varun design, a gigantic battleship with hidden armaments preparing for assault, but that doesn't check out either. There's also been talk about non-human sentient life. The comms data we received might support that, but humanity's spread far and wide and no one's ever encountered anything like that. Still, first contact. Could you imagine?
See, but I guess see. That's good, that's good. Clusterfuck for the last year. I know the feel, man. I know the feel. Getting already close to 2 years soon. And now I'm, you know, now I'm out and about. Wandering around. Living in different places. Sitting on them fit balls, you know. Living the hobo life. Feels good, eh?
Not quite. It took some time, but we received a transmission. It was all, pardon the phrasing, it sounded almost alien, like nothing anyone's heard before. Clicks, distorted groans, buzzing, really disturbing sounds. Now, one of our engineers says it could just be some busted comm equipment or incompatible signals, but we're not sure. So far, no one's disembarked from the ship. No landing craft, nothing. We don't have the staff or ships to spare, otherwise we'd dock with it and attempt to board.
Sure.
It bears no discernible markings or allegiances to any manufacturers we're aware of. I'm hoping that doesn't mean we're dealing with some sort of new deep space threat.
Something in the area? There's really none where we can just easily, you know, just barge in and settle. To be honest, sadly. I guess technically here you can, though. I kinda can here. But probably not yet, at least. Maybe later. Still gonna do a little bit of moving. Well, I mean, we will be staying for a while in every spot for sure. Moving around all the time is a little expensive, a little too expensive, huh?
It is. Whatever's going on, we need to approach this with care. First, see if you have more luck communicating with them. If not, you may have to try boarding. Whatever you do, it's important to remember to seek diplomacy with who or whatever's on board. As soon as you have any more information, report to Oliver Campbell. He's the CEO of Paradiso. All formal decisions will need to go through him, and he'll have your pay. Good luck.
Let's see. Yeah, gotta be probably once, twice a year maybe, at the best. Yeah, move in places until we run out of options where we can stay long term. Then I guess we can go circles though. Permanently settling somewhere would be nice though, but we'll see. That will depend on kind of like the financial situation, how doable it will be. It's not that many options where it's actually doable, especially with the my beautiful Prosper there. Not a lot, not a lot. This is PPG. Different shuttle. Yeah, I think this is gonna work really. Oh, this is PPG. The universal docking points, yeah. Just need to be fast enough pressing the docking. Now you go in too fast there. Would that be the overall? I think we'll be here, well, until February for sure. That's when we have our contract for apartment. But most likely we gonna be maybe longer. Actually, we'll see. Like if the apartment owner has some other plans after February, for example, then we probably gonna maybe already peace in February. We'll see. They're probably still in Armenia though, I guess. Otherwise, they're probably just gonna wait until like summer, and in summer gonna move to Georgia. I think it's still even kinda quite dang there, at least this year. Well, this year is also not very good of an indicator of the weather and stuff. Oh shit, Mike. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it a lot, man. Thank you, thank you. That is very nice of you. Thank you, sir. That is always appreciated. This month is a little bit of an outlier because we had that. We had some banana pizza connoisseurs being very generous. And thanks to him a lot. Thanks to you and everyone else. This month is a very good. Thank you. Let's see what's in Batumi now, for example. I wouldn't really say that's that warm already, though, there. Already 13. Yeah, that ain't exactly that much of a summer, so I guess the season is already over. That probably like September still should be good, so maybe like next summer and into like September, October. And then I think we're gonna probably go to Uzbekistan for the winter.
Remain calm. There's no... You're... human.
Of course.
Oh, pardon my ignorance. We just didn't expect to find people out here. We didn't think anyone else left Earth before us.
Perhaps we should greet our guests.
Of course. Manners. I'm Captain Diana Brackenridge. This is Security Officer Bomani Reader. And this is Dr. Mabuti da Costa, one of our elders.
A pleasure to meet you.
See? The starship design there.
I don't know all the particulars, but I'll try to answer as best I can. It's a colony ship. It was built long ago by our ancestors to sustain our crew over hundreds of years in space through generations of travelers. It's sturdy, fast, and spacious. That last one is important because we had to take as many supplies as possible with us on the journey and still have ample space for our crew. You've come aboard the Earth colony ship, Constant. Generations ago, we set forth from the planet Earth with the mission of colonizing a new habitable world in the spirit of our ancestors nearly a millennium ago.
A millennium ago, even, damn son.
I see. Well, perhaps we killed two birds with one stone. You see, we're also in a bit of a bind. Our ship has finally completed its near 200-year journey from Earth, only to find our new home seemingly colonized by... well, we don't know. Communications haven't been successful, so your arrival is fortuitous. Perhaps you'd be willing to act as a middle person between ourselves and... the others.
Let's build a resort there.
We're not entirely sure. Our engineers believe it's possible that our technology just isn't compatible with theirs. All we hear when using them to communicate with anyone is a bunch of disturbing noise. It gave me the heebie-jeebies at first. Well, the short answer is, we didn't. It's a generation ship, which is to say that most of us lived long, happy lives on board and passed our mission down to our children. It was never intended that the original crew would make it to our destination. The goal was always the preservation of the human race above all else. Though, it would seem that was perhaps a bit presumptuous. We do. Well, sort of. We saw structures using our surveying equipment. We've also seen the various ships pass us by. Some even seemed to want to communicate, but couldn't. Of course, we had no idea that they were being piloted by other humans. Ah, your question confirms one of our recent theories. It would seem that some form of faster-than-light travel or space-bending technology was invented during our long journey. That would explain why we would find people this far out into space. I guess technology leapfrogged us at some point. Interesting. I can only imagine that our predecessors didn't believe the technology would ever work, and so they made the decision to leave when they did. Oh yes, of course. Where are my manners? Now then, please follow me. There's much to discuss first. We'll speak more on the matter once we reach the bridge. Dr. Da Costa, you may return to your quarters if you wish.
Thank you, Captain.
I will follow you to the bridge, ma'am.
That's why they use all the old Earth weapons I see here that we got from some hobos the other day.
Welcome to the Earth colony ship Constant. In the early 2100s, my ancestor Rupert Brackenridge researched a number of scientific scenarios: climate change, asteroid impact, nuclear war, global pandemic, and more. Each scenario showed the likelihood of an extinction-level event to be within 50 years. He fully believed Earth was destined to be rendered uninhabitable. We've always assumed that's what happened.
No, that's what happened.
The brightest he could find, built the Constant, and set a course for this planet here. We were told that it was the largest, most advanced ship ever constructed on Earth at the time.
Now that we know
If
it's
you can
out there,
believe, entire generations have been born, lived, and died on this ship. It really goes to show that there are no limits to human ingenuity and perseverance.
Never seen a ship like yours before. Well, then again, I haven't seen any ships before you arrived. We got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
So, here we are. Let's talk.
Sure.
No matter the outcome, I won't let my crew down.
Saw Mean in here again.
Difficult is the wrong word. It can be both challenging at times and also exciting. Our mission was to rebuild humanity on a distant world, believing that we were Earth's last hope. To think that while there has always been a Brackenridge in the captain's chair, that I am the one to finally oversee our journey's end is truly exhilarating. But with this stumbling block in our path, at this final moment, I fear tough choices will need to be made.
Sure I do.
A bit frazzled, as you can imagine. People are anxious about discovering that we're not alone, and also worried about what will come to pass. While we hope we can work out a deal with the people on the surface, they seem reluctant to reach out, so there's no telling what will come of that. I do know that we can't afford to stay here in orbit forever. The ship was built to sustain us for many years with backup provisions just in case, but even that will come to an end eventually. I think I'm coming up on 6 years now. I was only a teenager when my father died, passing command of the ship to me, as is tradition. Because of that, I've had to sort of learn as I go along, instead of taking years of study and apprenticeship under the prior captain. I think some people on the ship resent me for not having the level of experience as my predecessors. But at the same time, without my command, we likely wouldn't have made it here so quickly.
I see. Passing by in generations, that's an interesting way to do it.
Well, as I mentioned, we've been unsuccessful in communications with anyone up until you arrived, though not for lack of trying. But since you're asking, maybe you'd be willing to be a sort of diplomat between us and them as we attempt to resolve our situation. Does that sound agreeable to you?
Alright.
We suspect that our equipment is woefully obsolete compared to whatever you all have now. In all honesty, we never expected to need to communicate with anyone, so our comms aren't particularly robust. That limits our options. We even attempted communicating with lights and sounds, something we saw in an old movie, but I don't believe they picked up on it. If anything, it may have inadvertently alarmed them.
That's something that you would probably, you know, expect. The Morse code and stuff.
Ah, so they have a name. Paradiso. And it sounds promising that they sent you here to speak with us. You see, we intended to settle here, but we assumed that they intend to defend their claim given their presence here. We'd like you to go speak to them on our behalf and help us negotiate a solution, preferably one that favors us.
Can't you just move to another one?
When we left Earth, there were no claims to planets this far out into space. We had assumed that we were the only ones attempting a generational journey such as this, meaning that there would be no need for a formal claims process. Regardless, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, did manage to file a charter for this planet's first colony, to be named New Jamestown. According to his records, no one took it seriously when he filed it, so likely it was either ignored or the records were lost to the ages. Given humanity's lack of interest in colonizing the far reaches of space at the time, it shouldn't have been a problem, but again, here we are now.
I see.
Based on the data our ancestors had when they launched this endeavor, it was determined that this was the perfect planet for us. Even if we had another viable candidate planet, we lack the resources to get there. And as you know, it took us 200 years to get here. Our people have no desire to go back to drifting the stars so their children's children can possibly settle on an inferior planet.
I see.
Yes, of course. But we need to start from a firm position and state our goal. If need be, we can compromise, work out a mutually beneficial deal or some such, but initially I'd like you to be firm with them and convince them to leave the planet to us. Let me know how they respond.
Damn,
We'll go
son.
from there.
Okay, we already know how they will respond. On the the other side.
We thought about it, but it simply won't do. I need to think about the distant future of our people. Sure, our first settlement may be small, but our predecessors dreamt of our new civilization spreading across the globe. That will be difficult if someone else plans to do the same. While we're not completely close to the idea of sharing, it's much easier if we have complete domain over this world.
So that will take you probably a long time to do anyway.
I'm serious. We have a rightful claim to this land, and I intend to fight for it. But as you're currently our only hope, perhaps you'll honor my request and give it your all, for the sake of some very weary travelers who have come a very long way to be here. Thank you.
That sounds kinda big, eh? I can feel shell from there. Come on, dude.
There is so much more to learn about now.
Try to like sort of communicate with some of the organizations instead, eh? Try to find a solution for everyone. Should pass through here. Doesn't seem like it. Through here though, maybe.
I wonder what else is out there.
Nah, I guess not. This way. Nope. This way.
I've lived my entire life in the constant. I'm not sure how else to live.
Stay here. Easy life.
Am I glad you weren't some sort of alien or something?
Classroom.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean.
I must have zoned out during those lessons.
More NPCs than Skyrim cities there, yeah. True.
Just stay out of trouble.
Did we get the... I think it was in the cargo. Take any elevators at least, or did we? No, I don't think so. The command. Didn't take any elevators, I think, there. And just take a wrong turn here. No, that's where we arrived. Give up on this. These labyrinths do that. I think that was this one.
Got strict rules around here.
Was it around the trees? Well, actually, maybe we can. Nah. Can I just like... Do we hop over? No. The cargo bay after checked everything else. I mean, it kind of makes sense. I just don't remember. Was there any elevators there? I really don't remember. Taking the elevators. Maybe I was just on autopilot following them there. Oh wait, there is no elevator in this thing. Piega. For some reason I thought there was an elevator.
Now that we know what's out there, things are gonna be more interesting.
For some reason I thought that was an elevator. That wasn't. That's what got me confused there. No, I would say just like settle somewhere else, dude. It's still gonna take forever. Until you spend enough. It's like literally just one resort there, dude. I don't think your version of humanity will get anywhere. Do you have issues with one resort? Not to mention, we'll be probably trying to contact someone else. Kill everyone involved now. Let's get some space for the new humanity there. We need to go find some archive with the claim.
Excuse me, you can't just waltz in there. Do you have an appointment? Oh, you're the one they're waiting for then. Do you need
Bad
anything
no,
else
hello.
from me before you meet with the board?
Doing good, man. Doing good. How are you, man? The weekend started early. Sounds good. Sounds
Tell you, we're
good.
getting in a lot of trouble. Most of them are typical C-level execs. I doubt you even need to use your imagination for that. The ones that show up to work day to day, at least. I swear, I've never even met some of them, because they chill at their own private, secluded beach homes all the time. Anyway, be smart around Oliver. He's got a way of getting what he wants without you realizing it. And that's all I'll say.
That's very nice of you.
I can't speak for anyone else, but I've got a pretty high-pressure job working as the executive assistant to the Paradiso board. You can imagine, dealing with a team of execs, trying
Let's
to
see
manage
what they
all
were
their
saying.
schedules and their other whims. But it pays well, and they give me a nice executive suite at the hotel to live in. So, it's not all bad. Free access to all the resort's amenities after work helps too.
That sounds like a dream job.
People were a little freaked out around here, understandably. It looks so different and it's so massive. We honestly thought we were under attack by an unknown entity. But then, nothing happened. It just stayed there. No one could communicate with it. And we've been very careful not to alert the resort guests. The board believed it would be bad for business.
Corpa's not gonna be happy now.
Have fun in the Shark Tank. And don't worry, even they call it that.
More sense of time. Why aware though? Why aware? Thought it's good stuff. No.
I just feel that we should be focusing on the natural beauty of this planet, not our amenities.
There are millions of planets out there. People can go to any one of them. The resort facilities are precisely what we bring to the table. Heck, it's the only thing we've really got to offer.
I don't want to risk us coming off as just another artificial, shady, trash-filled dump like Neon. That's not who we are. We've got something special here. We should embrace that.
Blom's right.
Thank you.
We don't want to compete with Neon. Bayou's ruthless. He'll do anything he can to eliminate the competition. We don't need that kind of trouble. That being said, I think there's a middle ground. Maybe build up the beachfront in a boardwalk amusement park. I've had this idea to build artificial hot springs, that sort of thing.
Sounds good. I'll look into what that will cost us and we can circle back around to this.
It gives giving you headaches. How so? How so?
Members, lazing about the beaches with it. We'll make some
So-
time for you, but keep it quick, yeah? No, of course not. There's several more. We're just the ones who show up day to day. The others spend their time lazing on the beach or gallivanting off-world. Doesn't bother me, though. Less cooks in the kitchen means I get to make all the big decisions around here. Seems to be working out for us just fine. We, the Paradiso Group, bought the rights to this planet years ago with the intent of turning it into the biggest and best resort in the universe. To that end, I'd say we've succeeded. As such, no other leisure enterprises may operate on the planet without renting land from us. But as you can see, none can afford such a deal. Not quite. We just don't answer to the Freestar Collective or the United Colonies. Makes things easier. We don't pay any taxes, we don't need to follow their laws. All the benefits, none of the drawbacks. And no one minds because half the politicians and other big shots love vacationing here. Works for everyone.
Let's see.
I am. And you must be the diplomat Jiro told me about.
Welcome, welcome. Normally I'd offer you an all-inclusive stay at our resort before we spoke. But given the circumstances, I'm going to cut to the chase. We've got our friends, the aliens, up there causing all sorts of problems for our resort. You like that? The marketing team came up with it. The thought is, if we can't get rid of them, it might actually attract more tourism. Come see the aliens!
The Giga Corpa, man.
run a premier resort getaway here. We can't have our guests concocting stories about some budgy old ship hanging around up there. As it is, we've had to reroute our luxury liners round the other side of the planet on entry so no one sees it. It's bad for business. We need to nip this in the bud and take care of it before the tourists catch on and cause a scene.
Let's see. I mean, maybe they can make an attraction out of the colony ship.
Sarcasm isn't nearly as powerful a tool as some think it is. But you're right, no one's gonna buy aliens. Remind me to fire the marketing team. So, tell me, what's the actual deal with this massive eyesore of a ship, besides scaring people away?
Sure, you can exploit that. Let's see.
I'd say you're full of it and might have been watching too many movies. Now, instead of wasting my time, want to tell me what it really is? Well, that's something. Shame we can't just tell them kindly to bugger off. Something tells me that's not going to work. Now,
Here we go,
tell
Fit.
me, what are we going to do about it? Give me some proposals, people. I need something to work with here.
We could offer to resettle them here. There's more than enough space.
They could stay here, temporarily, but it'll cost them. Quite a bit, too. They'd need to work off all their debts before being allowed to leave.
The Gigacorp.
Maybe not. What if we help them get out of here? Outfit their ship with a grav drive so they can find a new home. We could even lend our engineers to help and give their captain an updated star map. What do you think?
Sounds costly. We can't absorb that cost, and it's unlikely they even have compatible currency, let alone enough for the transaction. Someone else would have to foot the bill.
Oh, I swear this would be a lot easier if they ceased to exist entirely. Anyway, Seema's got the right idea. Either works for me. Just tell me what you want to do.
Let's see.
We own this planet, they don't. Here at Paradiso, we don't like leaving things to chance. Who knows what these people will do with their land? Imagine the landscaping disasters they might come up with, and how that might mar the satellite imagery of the planet in our brochures. No, much better to assimilate them into our culture if they come here to live, rather than leave it to chance. Well, absurd or not, that's our official stance. I make the decisions that are best for our entire group. You don't. Oh, I didn't say that specifically. This would be a mutual contract for room and board in exchange for services rendered. Of course, there's no telling how long this arrangement will last, given the substantial costs we'd need to take on in order to accommodate them here, including their continued room and board. But this may save the resort on operating costs in the long term, as we'd be able to let go of some of our current paid staff.
The corporate plans, man. Better update, book to release, no idea. It's Game Pass version, so even when it will, it's probably gonna take longer on Game Pass to arrive.
It's not our responsibility to bear the brunt of that cost. We're being more than generous by offering the use of our engineering team to help install it. A custom grav drive can't come cheap, and I assume they have neither the monetary means nor the connections to get a hold of that kind of technology. That leaves the only other party in this negotiation. You. I'm not suggesting anything, other than it would make our lives so much easier if that ship ceased existing. Make of that what you will. We operate outside of the Free Stars only, you see, partially because we don't want anyone else meddling in our affairs. And we'd rather not draw attention to it, as I've mentioned. It could be bad for business. We'd much rather settle this independently. And which proposal will you be taking to the good captain? I assume there's a captain? I have no idea.
because I'm not suggesting anything of the sort. But it's a wonder that old ship made it all the way here in such a relatively short time. Must have really been pushing themselves. An engineer friend of mine told me once that the reactors on those old ships have a tendency to self-destruct if they overload. Of course, their engineers must have taken great care not to push it too far. Someone would likely have to override the safety systems in the reactor computer. But who would do such a thing?
Let's see.
They'd be hard-pressed to defend their claim in any courts. Our charter goes back years. It was registered with both the UC and Freestar Collective, per the Centaurus Proclamation. We may be outside the settled systems, but that charter's official as can be. I'm sorry, but you're going to need to be the one to break the news to them that they need to make a compromise or leave.
Settlement deal doesn't sound that good, huh?
Ah, good on you. You want to see a man named Benny St. James over at Hope Tech. He's the best in the business. If anyone can retrofit a 200-year-old ship with a modern grav drive, it'd be him. We'll coordinate our engineering team with his when you return, though you may have to help the Constance engineers prepare for it on their end. Good luck. Right. On behalf of the Paradiso Group, we appreciate your help.
Not even credits.
If you've heard about us
Hurry.
elsewhere, chances are it's because of me.
I guess that's something here. A canister. Ah. Got some hookah there. That's an interesting way. The interesting one there.
I only call on Bennu for important jobs, so I
I've
hope you
been
treat
working
him well.
on a new marketing slogan. Don't just imagine paradise. Live it in Paradiso.
Free progress, guys. I used to make edit videos. Well, depends how complicated stuff you want to do. How complicated you want to go with that? Was it the shortcut or what was the super simple free one? Yeah, then that is shortcut, for example. You want something dink? In the free, you can go DaVinci Resolve, for example. Yeah, the Hughes.
I'm here to satisfy your needs. I hope your stay is a pleasant one.
That one is already quite complicated, though. Yeah, DaVinci is pretty powerful for free version.
We try to stay out of the guest's way, but we're always...
It actually is. Let's probably go into the reactor there, I assume. Yeah, we need to get that Hope Tech. The Hope Tech was where? I assume it's here. That's the plan, the station in the orbit. Ah, there. Sure. So a shortcut, there was something else I think also free and kinda simple, but yeah, DaVinci Resolve is insane. That shit has probably more than you need.
All right, Adela. Deep breath. Oh, God.
Yep.
I'm just great. Grand, really. When I signed on to be a freight captain, I was expecting long hours and dull routes. And now I'm a hair away from being executed. Or worse. Where to start?
So, I fly a rust bucket called the Markab for a small shipping line. It just started, really. We do bulk shipping, boring stuff like actuators and seed stock, and minerals. Have you ever had a standard, boring job just blow up in your face?
Never happens to me.
You get it then. So, I just got assigned to the Markab. The first shipment? Slag steel. Nothing special. As soon as I left Neon and got scanned, things got crazy. Spacers, Freestar security, the works. Everyone demanding I power down, hand over the contraband, or sometimes just firing first. I skipped the system, ditched the cargo, and have been running ever since. I don't know. I was just flying for my life. But some bad people want it. It gets even worse. A tracker just landed and I just know he's hunting a bounty. Me. But the trick is, everyone knows the ship. But my info isn't in the database yet. All they got is my last name, Fahim. So if you go into the pit stop and claim you're Captain Fahim of the Markab, maybe you can deal with the tracker?
Oh boy.
Listen, I just haul, well, garbage. But you, I mean, you're armed and look, well, awesome. I figure you could do a solid for the little guy, girl. Plus credits. I did mention the credits, right? The company is, well, a real train wreck. I'm amazed they even have my last name on file. For once, working for such a dump is a good thing. I don't know. I don't want anyone to get hurt, but he may not give you any choice.
Da Vinci is quite like complicated in terms of UI and stuff though. I bet like shortcut, you know, like something simple without a lot of functionality is way easier to use, huh? But if you get used to it, it's nice. It's nice.
A member of the Trackers Alliance. You know, Bang Bang Dead or Alive bounty hunters?
Sure.
You are the best! This slate has everything they know about me. It's not much. He's the one with the cowboy hat. Just stay safe. Thank you.
Sure.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
See, let's see.
Keep an eye on your valuables. If you can't protect
Oh, Hope Tech needs brave new innovations. We're so much more than space freight. Oh, it's marvelous. Generally, they only care about efficiency, cost-effectiveness, and reliability. Sure, there are the odd complaints about comfort and lack of decent airflow, but they almost always side with the numbers. Well, all of them. I've been with Mr. Hope since near the beginning. I think he appreciates my attention to detail and my focus on the fundamentals. Although he has been hinting that the R&D budget may dry up if I don't produce results. Sure, that sounds like me. What can I do for you? I'm a little busy, but I think I could spare some time. Oh, you should have just said that. Of course I can help you. Oliver sent a courier ahead of you. I did some research on ships from that era, and I have a decent idea what we're dealing with. So grav drives didn't really take off until after the ship was built. But I've got access to an ancient grav drive that looks like it could be compatible. With some minor adjustments. It's in good shape too. Parts not cheap though. Neither is the labor. Just pay the combined cost of parts and labor, and it's yours.
40,000, Damn,
It's
son.
a pretty big ask, given how rare these old grav drives are. Oh, I had no idea. That's very generous. I may need to rethink this.
Got them.
I'd like to think so. Tell you what. Sounds like this is for a good cause. While I can't give you the pod for free, I won't charge you for the work.
25k, alright, sure.
You're darn right it is. I'll get to work on it right away. I recommend you go back to the ship and ask the captain to prepare for its retrofit. Standard stuff. I'm sure they have an engineer on board to help. We'll send the part along when it's ready and install it with the help of Oliver's people. Pleasure working with you.
Let's see. Easy discounts. Man, can I get there? Fine, I guess. So this way. Set course usually take forever. At least fast travel goes fast. At least from here we can do it though. Still setting course and all. I still need to dock also, I guess. Actually, wait a second. There's both of them, I guess, right now. Well, I assume. Choose only one here, though. Don't think we needed to talk to anyone else. Yeah, fine. These guys will be, they're probably not gonna be very happy about it, but maybe we'll convince them. I paid money for it.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work.
Should be engineering someone. Oh, that's the overload. Let's see.
Sure is nice to know they were up.
So,
I was hoping to talk to our visitor from outer space, and here you are! Welcome, welcome! I have a million burning questions, but I won't overwhelm you. There will be plenty of time for that later. Please, indulge me just a couple. How did you do it? Did humanity finally discover faster than light travel and eclipse our poor old ship?
I grab drive.
Knew it. It's incredible! I read about this technology in our archives from Earth, but it was only theoretical back then. Amazing! I'll have to learn more. Oh, I've got so many questions, but I'm being rude. I haven't even given you my name. Chief Engineer Kazemi, but you can call me Amin. And I might add, I'm one of the reasons we're still floating out here today.
Sure. Pija.
Yes, of course. Anything for my new friend.
Heroic engineering
years ago,
stories.
when I was a junior engineer, the reactor's computer burned out. The computer that controls the reactor's various regulators. I'll spare you the details, but when that happens, the ship and everyone on it is in danger of turning into a mess of hot slag. I had to jury-rig parts from old media devices to prevent a meltdown. And that's how I became the boss around here. Some may say I'm a master of keeping things together with nothing but duct tape and bubblegum. Well, if we had any gum left. Pretty sure that ran out 100 years ago. When I'm not dealing with catastrophic engine failures, I manage the other engineers. We maintain all the machinery, computers, you name it. We keep the life support on, and the ship flying. Ah, great question. I do not know for sure, but I can venture a guess. All of the reading I've done on the matter suggests that at the time, there was uncertainty that the technology would ever work, or if it did, that it would work at the scale we needed. So, I trust they made the decision to strike out when they did, fully believing it was the only way. Yes! So many! Does everyone have their own spaceships like you? Do people only live on naturally habitable planets, or did they learn to terraform? Are we in contact with alien species? I have so many more, but I don't want to take up all your time.
Sure.
I knew it! Incredible! Amazing! Simply amazing! In our ancestors' time, only the very wealthy could afford to build ships. Even this ship was only possible by our families pulling together nearly all of their financial resources.
Doe terraformen.
I'm not surprised. The amount of energy it would take to terraform an entire planet seems improbable. I can assume these types of colonies are strictly for mining and gathering rare resources, since there are nearly limitless habitable planets to choose from out there. Disappointing, but not unexpected. When you showed up, I tried to tell the others about the Fermi paradox. I suggested that the most likely explanation for you was that humanity had developed faster, more advanced technology and had leapfrogged us. Seems I was right. Ah, thank you for taking the time to talk with me. I can have a bit of a big personality, I'm told. So let me know if I ever get on your nerves.
Sure.
What grab drive? Just joking with you. The Paradiso engineers filled me in. Okay, let's see what we need to do.
I already did. No communication.
Right. This will be fun. And hopefully there will be no explosions in the process. I have just received word that the drive is here. Ready to get to work?
And some help?
Yes, of course I need your help. My team needs to stay on top of their daily maintenance, and I need to make my own preparations for this gravity drive you brought us. Your help is going to be vital to this procedure. And have no worries, it'll be easy. I'll guide you through the process. Oh, don't worry about that. Just a little engineering humor. We've kept the ship going with minimal incidents this long. I'm not about to let anything happen to it now. But, to be clear, what we're doing is very dangerous, and we should be prepared for anything.
Sure.
Great! There are 3 preparations I need you to help me make while I set things up on my end. First thing I need you to do is reroute the power from the port turbo pump to the auxiliary cryogenic radiator. Then, turn the plasma runoff inhibitor function to 5%. Last, you'll need to decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly. Got it? Let's hop to it!
Give me notes. And then we can do it. So run off inhibitor. Okay. How much exactly was that? This one the 5%?
Something. There are three things we
Sure.
route the power from the port
Okay.
turbo pump to the auxiliary cryogenic radiator. Turn the plasma runoff inhibitor function to
Okay,
5%.
5%.
Decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly.
Let's see. There was only 1% there.
Anything on your way out.
Sure.
And to think, all this time.
And this one. Cryo pump board. The auxiliary. A complete instruction. Wait, what is it? Was it the turbo? Power from. One second. Was it? A modular assembly. Flange pipe enclosures. Simple didn't you listen there, yeah. The dude there. Yeah, double check.
Something wrong? There's still something left.
Yeah, sure.
The power from the port turbo pump
Oh, turbo
to
pump,
the
okay.
auxiliary cryogenic radiator.
So it was the
Decouple
turbo
magnetic
pump.
flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly.
The turbo pump. Let's see. I'll put it to the auxiliary. And this one was that was the flanges. Actually, wasn't it? The Ramon
Something wrong?
percentages at least are easier to remember.
There's still something. Decouple the magnetic flange pipe
Flange
enclosures from the
pipe
auxiliary module assembly.
enclosures, auxiliary module assembly.
Good luck out there.
Rome auxiliary module assembly.
Looks like everything
Good.
is good to go on both your end and mine. Can you go inform the captain about their condition?
Did you even get to talk to her about it? Interesting. It's kind of bigger though. Instead of like talking to the captain about the whole option, we just kind of, you know, decided and did everything, set everything up. Like, well, you know, you're flying the fuck away. Somewhere.
Now that you're here, we didn't believe anyone would be out here, but I'm glad for it.
There we
Well,
go.
well, it would appear we have the means to go nearly anywhere now, thanks to you. The engineers even upgraded our communications equipment so we can speak with passing ships. Turns out it was a pretty easy fix. Thank you again for all you've done.
Cease to USA.
We don't yet know, but we did receive a star map from the Paradiso engineers. I suppose we'll just chart a course for other suitable habitable worlds until we find one that matches the quality of Paradiso. Purima 2 here.
Sure.
Without you, we'd most likely be stuck. But you went above and beyond. I'll make sure people tell tales of your generosity for as long as our society lives. I don't know if we can ever fully repay you. thank you again.
Get the claim. Get the claim on the planet.
We're never trained to address threats coming from outside.
And I have a bunch of antiquities there. Alright, let's get the first Friday stuff going. While I'm at it. So which the release date it does mention though. There were some rumors that said that it's actually gonna be sooner than we expect, so... How soon? 2 and 3, yeah. I see. But were other quests that have so many ways to complete it? There was a lot of ways though? That was like... 2? Like either... Well actually, I guess maybe 3, yeah. You can make them basically slaves there. You can let them fly or you can just destroy them. Yeah, not sure about that. Yeah. Insane variety there, huh? Alright, let's go. First look Friday time. And let's get some new stuff going. Gotta get me my controller. Oh, whoop. A bit dusty here already. Don't use that much. Lately. Okay, 1 second.